What up, piglets? Welcome to another episode of Culture by the Uncultured. We are your hosts, Daniel, Sam, and Taylor B. Sonny and DJ cannot be here with us today. Today for you, we got a couple quick announcements. Quick announcement number one is that Samuel L. Jackson is soon to be added as a voice for Alexa. I don't know if any of us have Alexa. I actually do know some people who have one.
I got the Amazon Fire Stick TV shit that comes with Alexa.
Oh, okay, so you'll be hearing his voice while just scrolling through the menus and whatnot.
Hopefully it's him cussing at me whenever I like fuck something up and have to like motherfucker every time I have to refresh.
Every time you search.
Another quick announcement. Soulja Boy quit drugs and alcohol, and apparently he's gained 50 pounds. That's awesome. I'm happy for him. I hope he keeps it up. You know, a lot of people in the industry get on drugs, alcohol, and you know that shit changes them forever. It makes them real unhealthy. I know Gucci Man had to do the same thing. Lost a bunch of weight, hit a big old beer belly, and now he's got a six pack. You know, so kudos to Soulja Boy. You know, keep it up, man. Hopefully that was some healthy weight gain for him. Moving forward now, first little razzle dazzler of the day, the Batman movie, the new Robert Pattinson one that most Americans don't want to happen. So they made a couple announcements recently. First and foremost, they added Jeffrey Wright. You guys might not recognize him, but he's been in a couple movies. He was in Shaft. He was I think his name was Peoples or something like that. He was the main bad guy in Shaft. The Samuel L. Jackson one, not the new one that came out. He was in Manchurian Candidate. He was in the Hunger Games. He's a character in Westworld. He's a black guy, in case you guys don't know. I personally know him from the movie Lady in the Water. He was one of the people I think they got wrong when they were talking about like who people are assigned to. They thought that he was like some kind of map reader or some kind of interpreter because he was doing crossword puzzles and stuff, whatever. It was a pretty good movie. You guys check it out. He's a pretty good actor too overall. Secondly, same with the same movie, The Batman. Jonah Hill is in talks for the role of the Riddler. A lot of people were under the speculation that he was going to be the Penguin, which I think would have also been just as awesome. But I mean, the Riddler, that's cool. What do you guys know anything about the Riddler? Because I don't really know much about him at all, besides the whole riddle thing.
He is self-proclaimed Batman's equal in like puzzles and everything, which I'll give him. He does create a lot of puzzles for Batman, but to me, he's just another petty criminal that just tries to throw Batman for a loop.
Makes sense.
Yeah, the only time I've ever seen the Riddler was in those old Batman movies where George Clooney was playing Batman, actually.
Or Jim Carrey's Riddler.
Or Jim Carrey's Riddler, yeah. So he's really one of the characters that nobody's ever really talked about or ever really brings up when you talk about Batman. You know, everyone wants to talk about Scarecrow and all that because that's the one you see the most. But I mean, I think Riddler's probably one of the most interesting ones. Like, how do you cast that? And like the fact that they chose Jonah Hill, when I first read that, I was just like, why? But I mean, like, who suggested him? You know, like, where in his acting career do we see Riddler?
Yeah, for real. I feel like that movie. I forget what it's called, but the one where he's like selling weapons, war dogs or war pigs, or whatever the fuck it's called.
War dogs,
they're selling guns. I feel like people kind of saw that and saw him kind of like branch out a little bit. I feel like the way he acted in that movie, even though it was still like a comedy or whatever, I feel like the way he acted in that movie, people saw another side of him and were like, oh, he could probably do other stuff too, you know? And I'm sure there's other films that he's been in where, you know, he's had to act certain ways. Cyrus is one, I think. He was like a weird kid in Cyrus. His like mom was dating Will Ferrell's like the go-to guy with Will Ferrell. He was his best friend in Talladega Nights. Can't remember the guy's name, but
C. Riley.
Yeah, there you go. John C. Riley. There you go. And they were dating, and Cyrus was like, you know, he was there because he lived with his mom and everything, and he was like weird or whatever. And it's a good movie. Check it out. Anyway, but yeah, I'm not necessarily surprised about the Riddler specifically, but I'm surprised about Jonah Hill, I guess, like kind of like you said, Daniel. When I heard the Penguin theory, I was like, oh yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Something I read though pointed out that the last time we seen Jonah Hill though, you know, he lost a lot of weight, so he's not out here looking like Danny DeVito or anything like that, you know. So it might not have been a good fit, but I think it still would have been like a good fit though, personally. You know, like, you know, even like with Thor, I mean, that was like 90% like CGI or something like that, right? And like a little bit of a fat suit or whatever, you know, like it's not hard to give somebody a certain appearance or whatever. But I also don't know how tall he is compared to, let's say, like Robert Pattinson, how that would look on camera or whatever. But I mean, there's angles and all kinds of tricks you can do to like get the shot that you want. Anyway, the only other thing though is I really do hope that this is not like if Riddler's the only villain, I don't really know how they're gonna do this because like I'm not trying to just sit here and have riddles or puzzles be solved like for for 2 hours, and then for Batman to beat a guy up in like 2 punches, like that would be whack as fuck.
Well, I mean, if they go for like Detective Batman, like OG Batman, it would make sense for it to be a bunch of riddles and puzzles because you're looking at a detective.
Well, I mean, in a sense, I could see that, like something like, I don't know, like I'm thinking of like the movie The Bone Collector now, right, or something, something where like you have to figure out the puzzle or put the pieces together to get the criminal, right? Like if you went that kind of like a darker route like that, then maybe that could work. But I mean, like, do we want to see Robert Pattinson in a Batman costume doing that, or would we rather just see a detective going after the Riddler?
Well, I think they casted Robert Pattinson not exactly for the Batman. I think it's going to be more of a Bruce Wayne feel. I think to it. I think that out of all the Batmans anybody ever picks, none of them have been able to play a good Bruce Wayne outside of maybe George Clooney. But I feel like that's why they picked him. I feel like he'd do a great job in there because we've seen, everybody knows him from Twilight, of course, but we've seen how he can play that good balance of someone that's disturbed or they have a real weird role play. He can do that pretty easily. So I'm interested to see that aspect of the whole Batman movie. It's like how can he portray Bruce Wayne out of all things, and then maybe throw in some fighting at the end. Okay, cool.
Man, if I'm watching Batman, I'm trying to see him knocking a nigga head off. That's what I want to
Just
see.
because you're
Well, I mean,
uncivilized.
it's a different type of Batman. He's a scrawny dude, man.
That's why I trip about it, just because like I get what you're saying about the Bruce Wayne aspect of it all. It's kind of like the whole people can't play a good Peter Parker, but they can play a good Spider-Man. But it's like, I mean, that's cool and all, but it's like we're here for the Batman part. We are not here necessarily for Bruce Wayne specifically. Like, if they wanted to do that, then they could just make a Bruce Wayne movie and like focus on like his life growing up, him getting into business and things like that. Make it more of like a business type movie or something, overcoming scandal or some kind of crazy ordeal in his business or whatever. Versus like, okay, now we have 10 minutes of a Batman fight, and then the rest of the movie is about Robert Pattinson as Bruce Wayne running around trying to solve these puzzles and riddles to find the Riddler. People want to see the Batman. They don't want to necessarily see Bruce Wayne. They want to see Batman going around doing Batman stuff.
And puzzles and being a detective is literally Batman.
People want
people
to
forget that.
That's true.
They want to see the action.
Yeah.
That's all they want. But they have to remember Batman's a detective. It's like going back to the Arkham games. Even you have to solve puzzles in that game to get to the fights and everything. The whole game's a puzzle. Why? Because that's Batman's shit. His criminals just happen to be people he can knock the top off most of the time. That's all it is. He's a detective hunting after supernatural criminals.
Man, he gonna hit Jonah Hill twice and it's gonna be over.
Nah, put some respect
Well,
on him.
the way he's built, it might be the opposite way.
I think though, honestly, I think that they're gonna bring somebody else in to play. I think it's gonna be like a dual villain thing again. That's my personal take. I could be wrong, but I mean, that's the only logical explanation to me, is that they're gonna have the Riddler and somebody else, because the Riddler's not dumb, so he could easily influence a weaker minded individual and use them to do his bidding for whatever he does, Or it could just be like, a more intellectual based film and not so much focus on the action. That could happen too. But
Do you think we get a cameo of the Joker?
no, I don't think so. At least not the one that's coming out. But I mean, maybe a cameo for another one, because I mean, this is supposed to be about like Batman, like in his 20s, right?
I'm not exactly sure about how old he's supposed to be.
Okay.
I didn't dive that far into it.
I know the one that's in the DCEU right now is supposed to be like retired old Batman or whatever, right? I don't get that anyway. But regardless, this Batman is believe is supposed to be like a younger based Batman, so it's going to be more early on into his like maybe like year one, maybe year two or something. But he's not going to have like, or he shouldn't have like every single like high tech gadget and be able to be like just do anything or whatever. He's still kind of like I'm assuming getting into the swing of things to some degree. But I mean, we'll see though when the movie comes out. I mean, hopefully it's good. I mean, the DC can definitely use another fucking win.
It seems like it would have been the perfect opportunity to do a Batman Beyond.
It would have been a perfect opportunity to do Batman Beyond.
Oh yeah, absolutely. But I mean,
we're never gonna see a Batman Beyond live action. I'm just gonna say right now.
we gonna be old as dirt when they make that movie.
Like we're gonna be old as dirt when Static come out live action.
Even though everybody and their mom will be talking about that or always bring it up, it's gonna take forever for that movie to come out. I guarantee it.
Oh yeah.
Moving forward from there, in other comic book related movie news, Sony and Disney have agreed to do one more Spider-Man movie set in the MCU. Ladies and gentlemen, we got them. I'm happy. I'm definitely happy. I'm super stoked that they get one more film so we can kind of wrap up that whole Peter Parker's identity was revealed, and then we can see how ever he interacts with the rest of the cinematic universe too, and kind of get that story to keep going. One thing though is like I feel like they got to kill him off or something, and like they're either gonna send him away or they're gonna kill him off. One of the two.
I mean,
But I know,
everyone knows who he is.
yeah. I mean, so it's it'll definitely be interesting to see how things unfold. I'm so excited that the whole cast is coming back, though. Like
He's gonna blame it on that he was hacked or something. You heard it here first.
Or you could just give somebody else the suit and have them do the shit. I don't know. That seems like the simplest answer to me, but I mean, hey, I could be wrong.
Or we can get a Spider-Man that matches the one in the comics.
That's definitely possible. I would personally like to see. I'm still waiting for this whole Miles thing. I mean, that really didn't pan out at all, and was really disappointed in that. I was almost 100% certain that we were going to get a Miles cameo or like he was going to be mentioned.
We did.
And I even heard
you got it in the first one.
In the first one, yeah, but I'm talking about the second one because he was mentioned in the first one.
Oh, well,
so I thought it was going to be something like he had grown up since like maybe he didn't get Thanos or he didn't get snapped away, so he grew up some. So now like maybe we're going to be dealing with like a Miles and a Spider-Man, a Peter Parker that are like close to the same age. I also heard that Childish Gambino is actually slated to be in the movie again as like the Prowler character, but it was like timing and like necessary material and stuff. So they decided to axe that part of the film out, though. But I mean, I don't, that could have been it right there. That could have been like, hey, like, it's still dangling that piece of fish in front of you guys, if you want it, But I mean, hey, at least we get another Spider-Man movie. That's all I'm excited for. You guys, what villains would you guys like to see?
I definitely would like to see Carnage or something, but I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know if they're going to be doing that with the Venom series still going on and all that too.
Yeah.
So that's probably not going to happen. But I'm kind of interested to see who they would put as the I forget his name though. That crocodile dude, not the crocodile dude. Crap, I can't.
You're talking about the Professor, Killer Croc?
No, there's another one.
What's his? Wait, that's not his name. That's Batman. Who am I thinking of?
I know, but I keep forgetting his name. But I want to see that, and maybe I wanted to actually see that fight where we saw Rhino and Juggernaut at the end, right there.
The lizard. It's literally
there you go, the lizard. Yeah, there you go. I was about to say reptile, and I was like, that's Mortal Kombat.
I looked it up, and then I was like, we should probably all punch ourselves for the simplicity of the Spider-Man villains.
Right?
Yeah, the lizard. Yep, Electro.
Oh
Doc Ock.
Yeah.
The Vulture. Rhino.
For real.
Who's that dude that ends up running into Black Panther in the old comics? He was like a hunter or whatever.
You're talking about
Craven?
Craven, yeah.
Yeah,
I heard he was like rumored to be the next villain. But I don't really know how that I don't know how Craven the Hunter beats out like Mysterio and like the Vulture with all that technology they had or whatever. Like it's a kind of strong guy. Like it'd be like Captain America basically. He got experience hunting. He's really strong. He's kind of fast. And then like he genetically mutates at some point. I think like with a lion or something.
Because he got them hands.
Because
he got them
hands. I suppose so. But is that an Avengers level threat though?
I mean, he's not really.
Spider-Man was out there getting it.
I mean, is he really a villain though?
No, he gets hired to deal with Spider-Man, doesn't he? At first, before he becomes like crazy and just tries to kill him all the time or whatever.
Yeah, but he's also like part of the Squirrel Girl universe as one of her allies.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh wow, that's crazy. I'm surprised they haven't made that into a movie yet.
Squirrel Girl?
Yeah.
Modern day people they're not ready for that shit.
Probably not.
Let's not forget Squirrel Girl is one of the most powerful characters in the Marvel universe.
Yeah, which is nuts, but
she can beat Thanos by herself with the glove. Wow. Too early for that.
You caught that? All right, moving on from there. In other movie news, another movie film franchise news. Jurassic World 3. I don't think they have like a little end title like the last one was Jurassic World Forbidden Kingdom. Dun, 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 I think Daniel like knows that whole movie by heart, like the first one or something. I could be mistaken. I might be tripping.
I told you that confidence. Don't be weird. There's only certain movies people know that I know all the lyrics, all the lines to. Jurassic Park was my secret one. Calm down.
Party trick, in the future. Forget I said that. Anyways, for Jurassic World 3, the original 3 actors or main actors and actresses from Jurassic Park 1 are coming back for Jurassic World 3. Sam Neill, who plays Grant, he was in Jurassic Park 1. The older white professor guy, not the old man in the building, but like the one that was saving the kids, basically that guy.
We know who you mean.
He showed them like the water trick and all that, and then he was also in Jurassic Park 3. They fucking basically kidnap him and take him to that island, and he's like, I don't want to freaking be here. Get me the hell out of here. Also, Laura Dern, who plays Elle, she was also in Jurassic Park 1. She was the female lead, and I believe she was in Jurassic Park 3. She came out at the end, I think, to save Grant. Like she brings like the military or something there, if I'm not mistaken. It's a pretty good movie.
I don't know how they got there that fast. That's
Oh, when
amazing.
they like,
I need to see that. They need to tie that together. How does she get the military there that fast, bro? 5 minutes, the military was just like rolling up. Yo, we're here to save everybody.
Honestly, especially if you ever had to do like exercises where you had to get all your shit into your trucks and go stage.
yeah,
Jesus, it's like you guys got an hour to get there, hour and a half later.
that
All
was
right,
the
let's go out of the
Navy
motor
too.
pool. Huh?
I said that was the Navy too. They had to get in the boat, take all that shit over there, and put it on land. That shit was fast as
They were
fuck.
just waiting.
But and then finally Jeff Goldblum, he was in Jurassic Park 1. He was the lead in Jurassic Park 2, and he was also kind of like a brief moment in Jurassic Park or Jurassic World Forbidden Kingdom. Excuse me. He like was talking about the dinosaurs and basically saying it's like not right to like make them to like bring them here and like clone them and make them into like pets you can sell or whatever. Or he was the dinosaur rights act or whatever, right? That's what he was talking about. Excuse me, I'm tripping.
He was the guy. He was the guy in the first one that had the chaos theory, right?
Yeah, and he got bit. Did he get bit in the leg? Is that what happened? He was on the back of the Jeep, right? And the T-Rex is like chomping at him. He's that one, right?
Yeah, he was that one. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. I forget what happened. Did he get bit in the leg or something? Something fucked him up because
No,
they were like trying to.
he got chased by the T-Rex. This idiot tried to use a flare, but kept running instead of just standing still. So,
Oh, yeah.
so he was like, "I'm not chasing after the flare. I'm going after you. You're a lot bigger than that thing." And then he tried to hide in the bathroom with the other dude that was hiding in the toilet.
Yeah. I remember that. God, I want to watch that movie now. Damn, it's been a minute since I've seen Jurassic Park 1. Damn.
Man, the black guy died first. Man, never forget.
The black guy died inside Jurassic Park 3, I remember too. There was like two like bodyguards, security guards, whatever, or two mercenaries that they brought. There was like a white guy and a black dude. The black dude, I think, like they're in the plane and like breaks in half or whatever, and then the fucking Spinosaurus like bites him out of the plane and is like fucking chomping on him. Like you could see the teeth in his body and shit. And I was like, damn, this nigga is getting fucked up for this shit. Was the money worth it? Damn. But anyway, black people always got to die first in those kinds of films. But whatever, got to keep the franchise strong, I guess, or whatever. Anyway,
Which doesn't make no sense because black people don't mess with animals.
Black people don't mess with nothing that's outside.
Like
for real.
Name me one nature show with a black person. Like you can't find it.
Except for the real Tarzan. The real Tarzan's out there doing it though, Jack.
I mean, Survivor is a nature show with black people, but we usually get kicked off first in Survivor anyway. So
I don't think there ever been a black Survivor winner, has there?
Yeah, there has.
There has? Oh shit!
Yeah.
Damn shit.
Were they full black or half Cherokee?
I think they were wow. I think the key is like not to get aggressive because as soon as a black person or a survivor gets aggressive, they get kicked the fuck off the island.
Oh, it's a wrap. Everybody gets scared of them. All of a sudden, I'm voting him off. He really scared me with his outburst.
So there was one season they were like deliberating who to get rid of, and they chose the black guy, and their reasoning was he's so big. Like, yeah, he's our strongest one. He's the best at all the obstacles, but he consumes too many calories for the rest of us to have anything. So they voted his ass off. And I'm like, that is so bitch. Like, yo, motherfuckers, I would have made sure his big ass was eating.
Oh my god, that's crazy.
Not because everybody would have voted for him. Nah, he eats everything in the fucking camp. If you like 6'6", like 240, yeah, this dude gonna have to eat something. Like
for real.
I can't just survive with a fucking bowl of rice. But no, usually whenever black survivor contestants get too aggressive, they just kick their ass out. That's it.
That's wild.
Which means they last somewhere in the middle of the season.
They got so many of those shows too. They got like The Amazing Race, Survivor, Redneck Island,
Naked and Afraid.
Like, there's a ton of shows out there about like random bullshit that people be doing for some money.
Hey, we saying this, but as soon as they give us that call, though, I might just. What's the numbers looking like? Okay.
If it was a Fear Factor call, I couldn't do it. Not me.
Oh, I think I could.
I couldn't do it. The bugs, I'd be out.
Oh,
Put your
I
head
just
in this. Put your head in this glass case full of scorpions, nigga. If you don't get the fuck out of my face,
had to look it up. Guess where the first Black Survivor winner is from?
where?
Portland.
Wow.
What a
I
trailblazer.
he was gonna say something. I was gonna
What
say
a
Wisconsin. That's
trailblazer.
what I was gonna say.
What?
I was gonna say Wisconsin.
Oh, wow. So I was like, of course it'd be fucking Portland. That's all they do in the Northwest is go camping and shit.
Doing that bullshit. But moving on from music news or from movie news and moving into music news. First and foremost, I want to start off with like the kind of like shitty news to get that out of the way. Black Youngsta was arrested for felony weapon charge. Unfortunately, him and four of his friends were riding in a GMC Yukon. Black Youngsta was in the back of the vehicle at the time. It was pulled over for running a red light, and police say that the vehicle smelled of marijuana. So they decided to search the vehicle, and upon searching the vehicle, they found weapons, and they found marijuana, and they also found armor-piercing ammunition. So Black Youngster and a friend were charged. The rest of his friends were, I guess, free to go. They didn't get any no charges or anything like that. But it's one of those things that you just hate to see. It's just happening time and time again. Famous, especially for like famous black men, let alone black men in general. We just not playing it smart, man. I don't know what it is, but it's just like I don't know. I guess it's like you got money, you got fame, you got the clout, and you just kind of feel invincible on top of the world. You're like nothing could happen to me. And then something as simple as running a red light.
Man, everything about this story is a no go for me. Like, first of all, you're in a GMC Yukon, okay, and it's a car full of niggas. You have nobody from another race in the car. That's rule number one for me. I always have somebody else from another race in the car as a buffer,
Token white guy.
as a buffer. Just shout out to Josh. But so he has the GMC Yukon in there. You guys are all there. You guys have weed in the car and guns. How many charges are you trying to catch in this one car ride to wherever you're going?
For
And then
real.
armor piercing rounds. Like, what are you doing? Filming a Ghost Recon ad? There's no point. There's no point to having armor piercing rounds anywhere. Especially if you're gonna run a red light, you're just drawing attention to yourselves. Like, I don't know what we're doing out here, man.
Yeah, if you're gonna be rolling around ignorantly like that, as far as like with things on you, like that can get you in trouble in whatever state, then at least like drive normally and safely. Don't draw attention to yourself. Be as keep the music turned down low. Make sure your lights are on. Obey all traffic laws. So that you can get to wherever the hell you're gonna get to in a fucking timely manner, and so you don't have to do no bullshit, and so you don't get caught up with nothing. But I mean, I don't know, man. I don't get these guys.
Nah, fuck that noise.
Wow.
If you a G, be a G. Nah, for real though. Look, if you got a career, if you got a career, I don't understand. Are you still trying to prove shit? Like I'm about my life. That's what it's about. So you can keep rapping about selling drugs. Why don't you be like other rappers? And once you start hitting it big, stop selling the drugs and rap about the times you sold drugs.
Exactly, like Jay-Z.
Yeah,
Look at him; he's a billionaire now.
exactly. I can still rap about selling drugs because I used to.
Yeah, for sure.
I have the experience. I know what I used to do. I mean, then you're driving around with weed in your car and then you add guns on it. Are you asking for a distribution charge?
Yeah,
With
I
intention to
don't know
sell.
what.
Yep.
It's like there are some things that make things worse. If you got weed in your car and it's not a lot, they can get you for like possession.
Yeah,
Now you add a scale or a gun in there, you got a whole nother charge on your hands, and it's way worse.
yeah.
Yeah, I agree with you. I don't understand how some people they continue to try to put up this front. They continue to try to put up this stereotypical. Oh yeah, we still out here. We still out here in the streets doing stuff. And like Tekashi just showed y'all ain't really about that life when it really comes down to it.
Amen.
Singing like a bird. Which, by the way, speaking of Tekashi 6ix9ine, let me tell you this: Mr. Daniel Hernandez decides that he don't need no witness protection.
And he
if
is
he
dumb
thinks-
as hell. Like hell, everybody know my name. I done snitched on a shit ton of people, and I'm finna go out there use my real name and continue rapping, looking the same.
The audacity to think that you'll get out of jail or get out of prison, let alone something happening to you in prison now, because everybody know this probably or what's going down, right?
Yeah.
So you're gonna get out of prison thinking that you're gonna be fine. Ain't no way in hell you can go back to New York and walk around. There ain't no way.
Talk about he's gonna hire a 24-hour protection service.
Bro, we heard how much money you had. He had like $1 million left. That's not gonna last that long.
No, it's
It
not.
really won't.
It'll last a couple of days.
He said that he hopes that the notoriety of the case and like his previous fame or whatever will reignite his career, and he can continue to make music basically. And I
Ain't
just
no,
don't.
ain't nobody gonna fuck with him like that no more.
I
Everybody
couldn't
thinks,
imagine
but they not. They're really not.
what could you imagine though? Think of this scenario. How like sickened with like hip hop and the rap game would you be if Tekashi gets out, makes a song about snitching on people, and then like it's like bumping on the radio. Everybody's hella hype about it. They think it's fly shit.
I think I'll be done at that point.
You just be like, I'm not fucking with y'all no more. Fuck hip hop. I'm anything that was already out, I'm fucking with it. But anything that's coming out now, I'm not
It's like,
fucking
yeah,
with it
because
no
now I
more.
know y'all like to. Okay, let's go back to the Black Youngster thing, and because it's gonna tie in about him still selling drugs and pushing his music.
Yeah,
There has to be something he feels like he has to be pushes drugs and pushes music because it gives it authenticity.
that makes sense.
Well, it's the same with my mindset about rappers. Once I learned they can't freestyle, I have more respect for rappers who can freestyle because I can't. That's why I don't fucking rap. I think a rapper should be able to go off the top of their head because that's what it used to be. I learned you can't freestyle, but you write your own shit. I still give you props. Now I find out you have a ghostwriter and you're just the mouthpiece. I kind of lose a little respect for you because it's not
Oh yeah,
authentic.
for sure.
You feel me?
For sure. I mean, even not just a little respect. I mean, for
Yeah.
somebody who's not writing their rhymes, is literally being fed all this stuff just to be, like be the face of it all or whatever. That's completely disappointing to me. I mean,
Yeah.
I probably wouldn't even try to listen to you no more because I'd be like, these aren't even your words, these aren't even your lyrics, But
Come on, nigga. Come on, nigga. Come. Is that how you say it? Is that how you say it? That's how you wrote it down, right? But
oh my god, oh
So,
man,
so if you have a rapper that's like rapping about not snitching and gang shit, come out snitch.
yeah,
Then right at this moment, everyone's saying, I don't fuck with that shit. And next year, if I start bumping his shit, I know all of y'all fake.
that'd be the
All of
most
y'all are
disappointing
fake.
shit, for real.
And I don't like fucking with fake shit. That's why I don't drink fucking Jack Daniels. It's fake whiskey.
Who do you think is the most likely to work with him if he were to have a
Academics.
I was gonna say like a real rapper, but I mean
I would,
that shit.
A real rapper?
I would say like Kanye or something. Kanye would definitely.
Kanye.
I could see that. To be honest, I was low key thinking 50 Cent.
Nah. I don't think so.
He was fucking with him heavy for a second, and 50 Cent is all about the clout on Instagram. Some dumb shit comes up, 50 Cent gonna be making fun of it, talking about it, whatever. Want to be a part of the joke.
I mean, that's because I aspire to be as petty as 50 Cent is in real life, but I don't have the millions to make up for my pettiness, so I'm not. But I don't think 50 would do it. I think 50, who once again built his career off of how hard he was selling drugs and all this shit, getting shot 9 times. I don't think he'll take that risk of putting his brand out there.
Well,
It would have to
I don't think he would be close. I don't think he would be close with him though. Like he wouldn't let him know nothing he's doing. But I think he would
be a
do something.
soft artist.
Yeah,
I
Like
was,
a
I was
little.
thinking maybe because power will be done by the time this case is all wrapped up, and
He said he
don't need to get
said he
into.
was going to cancel Power. He said he was going to keep. He said 50 said he don't think Power's done.
Oh, just because he thinks that, like,
that's just done.
there's a lot of people that are like, "No, we're not watching this no more. This is like the last season."
Can I miss something?
Yes.
I've only seen one episode of Power.
Well, you've missed a good seasons, boy. About 3 of them.
Congratulations, I've seen 0. I've watched for whatever reason, Empire and Power were like pitted against each other when they first came out.
Yeah.
I was an Empire fan for a long time.
I was watching Empire like nonstop.
I watched like the first 4 seasons. I recently saw that like Lucius Lyon has dreads now. Like what the fuck? Like I don't know what that show's direction has gone in, but it's something else. That's for damn sure.
Yeah, I seen that meme talking about Lil Maine.
Oh man,
I think it would have to be like a new age artist like Zan. I can see Zan still fucking with 6
whatever
9
happened to that kid? He was supposed to have a baby. I don't know if he had a baby.
Remember
already.
he got put in the hospital for eating 9 bags of hot Cheetos back to back?
Oh my god, that's so embarrassing.
9 bags.
9 bags.
Yeah.
You know what happened to me if I eat 2 bags of hot Cheetos back to back? I'll be on the floor dying. I swear, it's like once like I hit 25, my whole body was like, hey man, look, we can't eat this, we can't drink this.
What grown man is eating 9 bags of hot Cheetos? Well, first of all, and who's going to the hospital for some damn hot Cheetos?
No stomach ulcers. Nah, the
What's
bags.
going on? You
Were
didn't get bored. You didn't
were
get tired of eating these.
they the little bags or like the big bags? That's what my question is.
He
Because
was
if he ate
probably so high he didn't even realize he opened 9 bags.
exactly,
Oh
because if they 9 little bags of hot Cheetos, I'm gonna be like, all right, he's a little bitch for that one.
Were they the regular ones or the puff ones?
Yeah, if they were, if he was eating the puff ones, whoo, boy,
oh shit!
you gotta be shitting bricks. That boy ass on fire. I
Wow.
guarantee it. But no, it's gonna be a soft artist like Zan. Zan probably fuck with him. I don't know who else. Someone new just trying to get
Somebody
their
else.
name out there.
They just in it for the clout, you know.
Yeah, I don't even think Pump was gonna fuck with him. Trippie Redd definitely ain't gonna fuck with him.
Maybe an international
I
rapper.
want to see one of these little niggas fight each other. I just realized that's what I really
I
want
want
to
to see
see.
Trippie and 6ix9ine go at it. I want to see Trippie with that shark tooth fucking
Throw
grill.
hands. Throw
Huh?
hands.
Just
I
throw
want to see
hands.
them throw hands. Just fucking
No,
fight.
no rules.
Tekashi 6ix9ine is the fastest man on the earth. Don't forget that.
Oh hell yeah! Fast as that, running his damn mouth to the cops.
Yeah.
As soon as he
Shit.
starts swinging and hitting that nigga, it's just gonna be nothing but exclamation points everywhere.
Oh my god. Okay. Following that, that shitty news with Black Youngster and of course, Tekashi 6ix9ine's updates or whatever.
Wait. We had a shitty cuz. Is he considered the same thing with the Bloods?
Wait, what?
Because the
Ooh,
dude that killed Nipsey, he was a snitch,
shitty cuz.
and so now we have the same person, but on the Blood side, snitching on people.
Oh wow.
Wow.
I heard something from Vince Staples where he was talking about fucking Tekashi 6ix9ine's making New York look hella bad. that the West Coast is thriving and that New York's all looking bad right now because of Tekashi 6ix9ine. I thought that shit was hilarious.
Yeah.
Because in reality, I feel like Tekashi's nobody for New York, but I mean, like, hey, to each their own. But anyway, next on this list, we got J. Cole is done with his feature run, apparently. It was an announcement. Came as a huge surprise to me because I feel like J. Cole doesn't really kind of like talk like that much. But yeah, he says he's done with this feature run, and it kind of started in like 2017, I think, maybe like 2018. I'm not really sure. But he's been on a lot of albums, definitely. He's been on Royce 5'9's album, 21 Savage's album, Boz's album. I think he was on Kaz's album. Plenty of artists that you can name. J. Cole was there, or probably J. Cole was fucking mentioned, maybe. I mean, Logic's mentioned him like, what, 2 or 3 times in tracks?
Mm-hmm.
Advice that he's given him. So, I mean, he's definitely influential to the rap game, and definitely a lot of people would like to work with him.
He gave him a secret verse, too, on America.
Oh, yeah, that was dope. That was actually really cool. If you let the whole song play, it sounds like it ends, and then all of a sudden, bam, J. Cole's in there. What was the album title for that name? Was that Everybody?
Yeah, I believe so. Yeah, everybody.
Okay, because he was gonna call it Africarian, right? And then people were like, "Well, nigga, if you don't get your rabbit ass," so he's been on a really big feature run. He's doing great. Everybody's been saying he's been killing features. Like maybe that should fucking be an award. But I mean, hey, it's not really. I don't think. What do you guys think about this though? Do you guys think it's just kind of like a ploy? Do you guys think it's just kind of like a bunch of malarkey?
I think it's good. The way I see it, J. Cole's the best active rapper we have out. He's the best active. And when I say active, I mean someone that we routinely hear from. People could say Kendrick, but I'm like, Kendrick's projects are very slow to push out. And do they bang when he pushes them? Yeah.
He also doesn't. He's not on that many features.
Yeah.
Like J. Cole's been everywhere.
Yeah.
Kendrick definitely has not been as many.
J. Cole doesn't get the respect he deserves because when he's on a feature, everybody's like, "Damn, he go hard. That's just hot."
Very.
But whenever it turns to his own music, everyone's like, "He's boring."
Yeah.
What? How you say he hot? I understand. Like he gets on a feature and he matches the tone. But the type of artist he is, there's nobody that respects him like that.
Yeah, I can agree with that. I feel like personally, it's about time you start giving these people free press. You stop saving careers, and you stop saving albums, and you stop saving songs. In my opinion, especially if you're not going to get the credit out here, people come out with their top list, their top rappers. They put J. Cole way lower than he should be, in my opinion, in my humble and accurate opinion. But I do like the move because people only appreciate something when you take it away.
That's true.
And J. Cole Ben said on his last album that nobody was worthy for him to be on their record anyway. He was just giving them out just to satisfy maybe their fans or the label or something like that. But I feel like him taking that away, he'll be able, if he does come back, he'll be able to like charge way more. He's about his money too. So he can be like, if you want me to come out of my retirement so far, you can just say I can jack up the price, or he can tie this into when he does come back. He can tie it into that album we've all been waiting for 10 years with him and Kendrick. He can just surprise everybody, be like, "Oh yeah, this is me coming back now that I am, now that I've shown up at this concert with Kendrick. This is the rollout pretty much for the album."
Well, because I actually thought that too. That you're talking about tying it into the money. I was gonna say, do you think that he more or less meant along the lines of, I'm tired of doing the free stuff for people if he is doing that, or he's tired of doing like, like, oh, you ain't got it all, so you can do it later, or and then he's just like, but he's not really talking to people who have the bag, ready for him, like however his whatever his rate is, I got it, man. Here, it's all right here. He's like, all right, cool. But for like maybe his own artist, like on his label and stuff like that, he's like, you know what, you guys got to make your own name. I made my own name, so you guys got to make your own name. Things like that. I don't know. These are it's just my thoughts or speculation, of course. But I definitely wish I could talk to him and be like, what made you decide to say this? Why go this route? And I also do wonder if he's going to do the whole recluse thing. Like he's one of those like every other year artists. So I mean, he could just be taking a break now so he can gear up for his album that he'll drop next year. Because I mean, unless you count Revenge of the Dreamers 3 as one of his albums too, this should be a break year for him as far as an album. And then next year he should drop his own album again, and of course, no features, gold platinum, and all that, and still not get no award or nothing. Um, but but if he does that, then I'll be like, okay, that's probably just a part of the plan for him to like be able to take a break, relax, and fucking do his own thing so that he could kill this shit when it comes out next year. But I mean, only time will tell. I also wonder if there's other verses that have already been put out that have not been released yet. You know what I mean? Because a lot of rappers do things way, way in advance. You know what I mean? Like sometimes months, hell, sometimes even a year or whatever. You might forget a fucking verse you did because you got paid for it. And you say, "Oh, I gave him the track. If he decides to use it, cool. If not, whatever." J. Cole's probably one of the hardest artists right now, so maybe not. Maybe most people probably would try to put that out as soon as possible, whether it's on an album or a single. But it is possible, in my head at least, that somebody could be sitting on a J. Cole verse and they're like, "Oh shit, let me drop this out," and then people are gonna be like, "Oh, I thought you said he was retired," but he's gonna be like, "Bro, I recorded that months ago," But once again, just thought speculation. We'll see what happens in the future. We'll see what happens with his own artists if he even doing features for them. I'm really curious to see like the results of this. Basically, what's the aftermath of J. Cole not doing features anymore? How will this maybe affect other relationships he's had? Like musically, like, oh, like, come on, Jay, I want you to be on a feature. Nah, man, yo, fuck that nigga J. Cole, man. He ain't trying to be on my album. And I try to ask him, I did this and that, I did him a favor, he couldn't even bless my mic or that, or bless the mic with a quick little 8 bar or something, but I don't know, who knows? Damn sure not I. But J. Cole's a hell of an artist, like you said, probably one of the best in the business right now. I know everybody considers him part of the big three, along with Kendrick Lamar and Drake. And like you said, I think he's the most active aside from Drake. Drake generally drops singles and features. You're always gonna hear him in your ear, but J. Cole has definitely been fucking everywhere these last couple years for damn sure. Whether it's pictures, the media, fucking a documentary, touring, his own music, collaboration music, features, and all that stuff. He's been in a lot of places, and I'm excited to see what's next in store from him. Anyway, last but not least, we got the whole J Lo and Shakira thing. What do y'all think about that?
I think it's a good fit for where the Super Bowl is going to be this year in Miami. Got a big Latino scene,
Do you think that's why they did it?
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Well, I mean, there's plenty of other Latin artists you could have gotten in there. I mean, I'm pretty sure isn't Bad Bunny a Latin artist?
Yeah, but think about all the little boys that are going to turn on their TV to see J Lo and Shakira.
Bet you we gonna have another Nipsey.
This is the NFL's way of ensuring like no single guy turns the TV off during the halftime.
Oh, I'm turning it off, fam.
They're like, how can we get ratings to go up? You know what? Let's get the 2 Latino singers that will shake their ass for 20 minutes. I don't know what they were thinking. They could have got a lot of people to the halftime. Would it make a good show? Maybe. I don't know. Depends who the other artist. But
I mean, if that's the reason why you're putting them on there, just so they can shake their bodies around, that means they have no business even being there.
It has to be. I can only think of 2 Shakira songs. 3.
Exactly.
I can think of Hips Don't Lie, the one she did for the World Tournament, the FIFA World Tournament, and then I can think of the one from Zootopia.
So yeah, that further makes my point. It's just like who made this decision? I was actually gonna say that, like, as your pop quiz, like, name me the last song J Lo and Shakira made. Don't worry, I'll wait.
I damn sure don't know that.
I have no idea.
But at the same time, I feel like what generally happens with Super Bowl is like they try to give legacy acts like the moment to shine as far as like the main highlight or whatever. People who've been doing this for like almost a decade, if not more, and of course there's always surprise acts too. Like I heard like that's why Jay-Z didn't want Travis Scott to perform, because he's a big act. He hasn't been doing this as long, so it's a big deal for him. But it's like, I guess Jay-Z probably felt that, no, you deserve to do the halftime show. Like, you deserve to be the one that's doing this, not Maroon 5.
Fuck that.
And they bring you in there.
Bring me Bruno Mars. Give me Bruno.
Yeah, he
did it one year, didn't
bring
he?
Bruno back solo.
Bring Bruno back solo. I do wonder what surprise acts they'll have for this show.
Ja Rule,
Mark Anthony.
I'll bet
they're gonna bring out Diddy.
Stop. Oh my god,
bro! If they bring out Ja Rule, I'll turn off the whole fucking TV. I'm done. I'll be done.
God. What?
All of a sudden, you just go here. I'm real. Oh no, the way you want the way.
That'll be a malfunction again, like in the Celtics game.
Nope, done.
Y'all didn't watch your damn mind.
Yeah, so I'm definitely not gonna watch this on purpose. It's just because they're gonna have to bring out somebody crazy. Somebody have to tell me, oh, they brought out Eminem or something like that, and I'm like, oh, okay, let me go right down.
They're gonna bring out Pitbull.
Yeah.
Definitely. In your hearts of hearts, they're bringing out Pitbull.
Pitbull or Cardi B. No, I bet you it's gonna be all females. It's gonna be them two, and it'll be Cardi B. Cardi B will come out.
I might stay for Cardi.
Camila Cabello or somebody like that.
It's gonna be a bunch of booty shaking and ass quaking. I'm in there.
You disgust me.
I'm watching a bunch of sweaty men fight over a pigskin is fun for a little bit, but I mean,
this is what
middle of it.
If I do watch,
you're what's wrong with society, and you're gonna raise like a little man, and all he's gonna hear is a bunch of booty shaking, ass quaking. It's good to me.
His first song, I like Mick Watson. I cannot lie. My daddy is the reason why.
But honestly, though, in all seriousness, I do believe that J-Lo and Shakira can put on a good show.
Yeah.
I know, like, the Super Bowl has not been as riveting as it has, or the halftime show hasn't necessarily been that riveting. People haven't really been. The ratings have been dropping for the Super Bowl in the last couple of years, but I mean, I think that's more football's fault than it is like the musical.
But we know how J-Lo like acts go though. It's gonna start off dark. Some lights are gonna pop on the stage, and she's gonna be standing there silhouetted.
Wow!
And she's gonna start shaking her fucking hips and dancing around stage for about a cool 5 minutes.
I don't judge her.
And then she's gonna break out into her music.
Wasn't that like your favorite like Latina for a long time, Daniel?
Oh yeah, she definitely was. When she first came out, I was like, yo, who this, fam? Oh, that's not the real Selena? Oh, but I'll take her anyway.
Oh my god! Hey, I had to educate someone about J-Lo because they were like, "Oh, she's just a bad female singer, whatever." I was like, "Whoa, stop! Don't disrespect J-Lo like that." In Living Color, J-Lo dancing.
Hey, background dancer. Hey,
J-Lo can dance. Like, just don't slander her name. Yes, she may be a half good actress.
Speaking of which, you need to bring In Living Color back, please. Bring that back. The show was funny.
Yeah, I won't be watching. Well, the only way I will watch is the only reason I watch any of them. I'm going to be counting up all the Illuminati symbols I can find and all the agendas I can count up.
Yo, I ain't gonna lie. I don't know the last time I sat and watched the Super Bowl halftime show. I've gotten up in every single one of them and went and did something else.
Well, if you guys go to a Super Bowl party, that's probably the only time you'll watch it. But if you're just watching the Super Bowl like on your own TV at your own home, then you're probably gonna be like, I'll go get a snack, But if you're at a party, that'll probably
last time I had a Super Bowl party was when the Patriots and
last year. Okay.
No, the Patriots and Seahawks. When remember when Bennett got that fucking interception on the 2-yard line and that dude threw his whole fucking grill?
Yeah.
Like, all you hear is something like flash and like look out. Some dude took his grill and threw it over his fucking fence. I was like, yo. But I don't do Super Bowl parties no more. I talk too much shit for that.
I was gonna say that just sounds like a character trait more than Super Bowl, but whatever.
I gotta be like somewhere comfortable where like if I talk shit, someone's not gonna try to throw hands with my drunk ass. Yeah.
I feel that. That about wraps it up for this week as far as the movie and music announcements. But there was some new music that dropped. Were you guys privy to any of that?
I was about to say, I'm not gonna lie. The only thing I've listened to this week is Baby Shark and like nursery rhymes. I listened to
Oh
the
my god.
London like 4 times. Like I've been listening. I stayed my ass on the couch playing Digimon and
You need to go back to work, Sam. That's what it is. You need to get your hip fixed, go back to work so you can listen to some music, so you can drive a patrol car and just and get you
I'm
some
just now
music in your life.
realizing Black Youngsta was in a GMC Yukon.
That's what we said earlier.
It just fucking hit me. I have a Yukon?
might,
Really?
might as well roll up an Escalade.
Yeah. You ass getting get pulled over. Who the fuck drives Yukons outside of like soccer moms with 6 kids and damn drug dealers? That's well, I gotta take Johnny to soccer at 6. I got Courtney with ballet at 7:30. That's your errand car or a drug dealer car. Yukons are like the most like. Let me stop.
We just got to be better. We got to be better as people, as decision makers.
Stop buying
For
GMC
real, for real.
Yukons. Because if I see a black GMC Yukon and that shit got tint and rims on it,
I'm gonna
either
think something up.
either someone got divorced and they making somebody pay for that damn car, or something's up.
I mean,
Oh, for sure.
could have just rolled up with the G wagon. Would have been good.
Yeah, but no, I don't. I've been listening to like anything new like at all this week. I just been listening to like old shit and classics.
That's fair.
For sure.
Well, as far as me, I listened to that the new DaBaby album that came out last night.
Come out last
But
night.
I was not impressed, to say the least. I was expecting it to be way better than what it was. Listen to his last album that came out earlier this year, Baby on Baby.
It sounds the same.
Now, to me, it sounds like he was gonna take it to a whole different level with this new album. Like I was really excited.
That's what you're expecting.
Yeah, I was expecting it to be better than the last one, than Baby on Baby. But I prefer Baby on Baby to this one. This one had one good song, gospel with Chance the Rapper on it. That was pretty much it. That one, or in the intro too. But other than that, it sounded like the same song remixed 4 different times, and it made me want to skip.
Yeah, that was like the thing for me about DaBaby in general. Really, is that he doesn't really differentiate in his flows and his delivery and stuff. He has like one or two, maybe three at the most of like different like styles or whatever. But for the most part, it usually ends up blending back to like that fast like little bounce that he does when he rhymes, right? For the most part, this really sounded like some workout or hype music. I liked it for the most part. My favorite tracks were Off Rip, Gospel, Toes, and I actually really enjoyed the track iPhone featuring Nicki Minaj. I think less so by from him, but more so by her. I was just kind of impressed. I mean, I'm not a huge Nicki Minaj fan, but I don't know, like with everything that's been happening with her and then the whole quote unquote retirement thing or whatever, I just kind of really listened to her and I was like, man, I like this. Like Nicki can still rap, like for real. Like she definitely raps. And I really appreciate that from her. Overall, though, to me, like the album was enjoyable. But like I said, it sounds to me at least, it was just like an extension of Baby on Baby. Like I don't think the songs were worse personally, but like none of these songs like stood out from like that last project that he put out. It's like he could have put all of these songs on one project, and I'd have been like, oh, okay, this is a huge project. But I mean, it all sounds like similar. It's not like you make a different album and you go for like different sounds or you kind of venture off in like different realms or different genres to some degree, and then like different themes or whatever about the album. I know he talked about his family and his dad and all that, and I thought that was really good and powerful. But like I said, overall, like the sound and the way it went, and like he sounds like a Migos all wrapped into one is what he reminds me of. I realized. And even with that song with the Migos, I forget what it's called, but he I was like, man, is this all DaBaby? Until like I really like sat there and analyzed and listened like really hard intently, and I was like, oh, that's Quavo, oh, that's Takeoff, or that's Offset. I mean, and I was just like, okay, I can hear them, but I mean, like by himself though, he's got all those ad libs and all that sound, and I'm like, this guy's the Migos all wrapped up in one. But like I said, overall, I enjoyed DaBaby. I wouldn't necessarily say it's like my top 10 favorite albums of the year, but I mean, I'd listen to it definitely again for sure.
Can I break off real quick?
Go ahead.
I'm sorry. I just like came across some bullshit on my phone because I like looked shit up. But they had a Mr. Global competition, and they were wearing their outfits from their home countries.
Mm-hmm.
That's what Mr. USA was wearing.
So a lumberjacket,
Daniel, would you like to guess?
Some type of leotard.
skinny jeans.
He was wearing a goddamn Superman costume.
Wow.
That's why everybody hates us.
That's the fucked up part is that's what America thinks, that we're fucking Superman and we're nowhere near him.
That's why.
Yeah,
Well, like, you cocky ass. That's like on a whole different
Yeah,
level,
that's some
like
egotistical shit right
bullshit.
there.
I got a question. Since we got 3 minutes left and we've been doing like music a lot lately, anybody watch read any new anime lately?
Yes, as a matter of fact, I have.
You used to talk about that a lot. What you been into?
I've been into more of fan made stuff. I've been really getting into that on YouTube. A lot of fan made mangas from like Dragon Ball and stuff like that. And then
Oh, like the OVAs and shit like that?
yeah, the fan
fan
fiction
fiction.
ones. And
Yeah.
then I found out about the whole anime war thing. I was like, yo, what is this? So that pretty much took up all of my new anime space was that.
Nice. You, Taylor?
For me, I've been reading The Promised Neverland. It's a super dope show about orphans who are raised by the woman that they call mother. It's not their actual moms, but they all call her mom. She takes care of them.
I think I know this one. The one where they find out they're really food for demons.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. Yeah, these three really smart kids. Two of them go to take this little girl who forgot her bear. They go to take her bear, and then by the time they get to the gate, which is like they're not allowed to pass the gate, or there's another gate in the woods that they're not allowed to pass. But they get there and they see that the girl's dead in a truck. Some demons come, they hide in the truck, and from there they pretty much have to figure out how to escape their orphanage.
Oh, I remember you talking about this a couple times. Yeah.
Yeah, it's super dope, and it's kind of crazy to see like the ideas that some kids would come up with, and like it's interesting because I always think like, man, like one of them was like 4 years old and he put it together and pretty much like understands a lot of this, and like they need him to do something for them at some point, right? And he's like, he just tells them like they like, oh, I'm gonna tell you everything, and they tell him everything, and he's like, oh, so I was right, and it's like a 4 year old figured this shit out. What the fuck, like. And I was just it's interesting to me because it's like they're all the oldest one is 12, so they're all really intelligent, like hyper. Not all of them are really intelligent, but like the main characters are really intelligent, and they've been doing testing their whole lives to improve their scores. And like you see signs of like the next genius or the next most intelligent ones or whatever. And I'm just excited to see that the manga continue because I read the manga, and then the anime is well drawn too, and it's really exciting to see. Definitely recommend it if you guys haven't seen any new anime or read manga at all. It's not like super actiony like fucking Dragon Ball Z or something like that or Naruto. It's way more intellectual and like and more about like trying to escape. It's more like a psychological slash mental battle than it is like a physical
Okay.
one.
I can feel it. I dig it.
Yeah, pretty good. Real quick, just back to the music. You said you only listened to DaBaby, right, Daniel?
No, I listened to another one. I had another one in the tuck before we switched topics.
Okay, go ahead real quick because we're running out of time.
I actually listened to Eric Bellinger, brand new album called "Saved by the Bellinger."
Oh, I thought that was just a track. I didn't know he dropped a new album.
Yeah, it's a whole entire album. It's not really. It's more of a vibe. You drive around in the car with your lady type of music. It's not really hyped up club music or anything like that. But it's definitely a nice little listen to. Like if you got a long drive somewhere, definitely pop in that Eric Bellinger, "Saved by the Bellinger."
Yeah, he's a dope artist. Anybody listen to Kevin
Yeah, ever,
Gates?
ever since I heard him talking about drinking piss, I'm not. I'm not going anywhere near that.
or fucking his cousin?
No,
Yeah, I'm good. I'm
I
good.
think Kevin Gates is just too comfortable with his fucking kinks. That's it. Normal people don't tell they kinks.
Yeah, he into some wild shit. That's for damn sure.
He just let it go.
For real.
Like, fuck it, this is who I am. If you don't like me, you don't like me. Which I have respect for, but I don't want to hear you about you sticking a thumb in someone's butt every 7 minutes, bro. Like
Yeah, he wild.
he'll say it like 7 times on a down track. And I get it. You do
It's
that.
crazy that he has a
Cool.
marketplace for that. Just to think about that, people are like, "Yes, this is what I want to hear."
Freaks.
No, I bump the shit out of Kevin Gates, and I'll be bumping it all fucking day. But as soon as I hear it, stick my finger in the booty, my face go from A to like like I had this shit on, turn all the way up, face booming,
That's funny.
windows down, top back, at the red light, and that's what the person in the car next to me hear.
Wow. They're like, nigga, roll your windows up. Shit, we ain't trying to hear all that.
Fucking mid-southern Alabama too, so
Oh, they about to hang your
I
ass.
got old army pilots looking at me like, what the hell?
That's crazy.
Like the army done gone way, way off course. Yes, it has.
Real quick too, Young and May dropped her album, Her Story in the Making. I wasn't too impressed personally. Felt it was a little bit lackluster. The only track I really liked was called Bleed. She kind of goes ham on that one a little bit, but the rest of them sounded like really like, she just went into the studio, punched it in, and was just like, all right, put out an album. It's been a while.
She still sound like a SoundCloud rapper to me.
She does sound like a SoundCloud rapper.
I wouldn't even say it's a sound. It's just like I was never super impressed with her voice, but like the beat, to that first song, or the first little, her big breakout song was great. Her beat selection is the best to me, or not the best. Excuse me. Her beat selection is really great. That's my most impressive part, or the most impressive part about her to me. Everything else, like her voice and her lyrics, are not.
Her flow.
Yeah, they're not that great to me. It's like, it's cool, but not really like I feel like I have friends that rap better than her personally,
Oh,
But
thanks, guys. Thank you.
I do have friends that rap better than her. Her flow is not that special.
yeah,
It's elementary.
Right, right.
After her, Sebby the OG. Shout out to my boy Pedro, otherwise known as Capitalize online or on Instagram, and I believe he goes by the rap handle of Caesar. He put me onto this guy, Sebby OG. He's like a native to California. Think specifically to SoCal. He has a new album out called Jimmy Panthers. From the album, he was a pretty dope artist. You can definitely hear the California influence in his music. It sounds like old '90s songs, early 2000s California songs. It's like you can hear the damn sunshine in his songs. It's weird. I don't know how to explain it, but it's really dope. I was gonna say the favorite song from him I had was, it's called Timeline/Love Skit. It's really good. I really can't wait to see what he has in the store for us in the future. Go ahead and support him. He's out now. Sebby OG with the album Jimmy Panthers. And then lastly, real quick, to wrap this up, I want to talk about Lorine Chia. I hope I'm not butchering her name. She's a black woman with natural hair. I freaking love that about her. I was first introduced to her via a song on SoundCloud called "I Just Want to Live." It kind of really hit home with me. It was really beautiful. She just dropped an album called Sweet Noise. That album was great to me. It's probably the best album that I heard out of all the rappers, or in all the people that I've named so far, or all the albums that I've named so far. I don't want to just say rappers, because I mean, like, everybody different things now. But it's the best album I heard out that dropped this week. My favorite songs by her were the intro of it. She has a song called "Money and Peace," which was a single that actually dropped a while ago. It was that's a really good song. I definitely recommend you guys listening to that one. "Floating Through the Night" and "The Wrong to Right." She kind of puts on like recordings from her friends and family, and they kind of give their own little perspective about her and stuff, and they talk about her past or when she was younger and things like that. Kind of how, like, her ability and the things that she's gone through and stuff will make her into a great artist, and that she has a great gifts and things like that. I thought the album was beautiful. I've been bumping it, playing it over and over again. Even today, I listened to DaBaby's album real quick to kind of give a little brief breakdown about it. Listen to Young M.A.'s, and then at the end of the day, I was like, you know what, I'm about to throw on that Lorine Chia real quick, because that shit is fire. Listen to it on my way home, about an hour drive, because I'll be way out there. But yeah, it's a dope album. Check it out, Lorine Chia. Sweet Noise, available now on all streaming platforms. I think that's about it. That's all the music. We talked about some anime too, which is kind of cool. I love anime and manga, of course. And we got through all the subjects. Any last words, guys?
Yeah, Martha Stewart is a bigger OG than Tekashi 6ix9ine will ever be.
And there you have it, folks. Martha Stewart is a bigger OG than Tekashi 6ix9ine will ever be. And with that being said, that about wraps it up for this installment of Culture by the Uncultured, and we'll catch you guys next time. So long.